evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers.
Come on now, let's go! Ready? Hey, come on. So we got man. Shoot.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
3. Watch 18.
Here's Vick. Forced out. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. A game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jermaine Gresham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Vick now. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got a man. Complete. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 49 yards. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
And Vick's throw there incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Single, slot.
Throwing again. Vick. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Mostert. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Vick will look to throw on first down. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. They took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
Looking to throw again on second down. Vick being chased out left. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he's got it. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check 43. Switch.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. So here's Vick following the interception. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense, right?
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Let's go now. Look you out now. Nice, sweetheart.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marquise Goodwin, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
43 in the mark.
To throw, Vick. Flushed out right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Vick. Steps away to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans. I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right. Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete? Yeah. What happened? During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have now moved out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
36 to Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Green, triple C. Check. Twist.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Drive on the 50. Drive on the 50. Easy. Steady. Reset. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
On 3rd down, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Ready. Blue ready.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now a quick pass to Richardson. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready. Blue ready. Quick up. You don't want none. Quick up.
Off the play fake, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Jameis now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Kamara trying the right side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. Slack 25. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Let me go.
Winston now from the 50. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Intended for Danny Amendola. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
36 to Mike. Got to do better.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A give to Kamara running right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, this is Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Going to run with Madison again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. This is Mostert. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 26, check 26.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Vic. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He gets this one to Boyd. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Now Winston. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Cortland Sutton, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mostert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here I come again.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Dancing to his left. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Vick to throw on 4th down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Vick. Man open. It's Goodwin. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Vic to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Vic to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Vic readies to throw, escaping the pressure right. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there and just... not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Hopkins' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases...
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Here's Vic. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Atlanta, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside of the 30. The first carry now. This is Johnson.
Check.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 40.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
It's going to be a long...
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about what the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite able to record his 5th sack of the season. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens, and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to...
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 78 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the Titans about to go on offense. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And these highlights here showcasing the solid game he's had.
Well, someone woke up and felt good about themselves there, didn't they? I have to feel that he came into this one with the idea that, yeah, I can do this. Whether it's preparation, reading the film, whatever it was, it's paying off in a big way as we watch this one unfold.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready. 50, plant. Number 53, Mike 53. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. 5.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll try and throw for it here. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 12 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key in.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Leonard Fournette. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, Delta.
Out of the gun is Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. But he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. Go. Run. Let's go. Hey, we got 5.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Smith.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
53, Mike.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
We got 6.
DJ Chark with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
He's got daylight. 30, 10, touchdown Titans. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second and a couple. Minshew. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On second and 11 now. Minshew. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would halfway go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go jet sweep here with Chark. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This is Fournette. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Minshew sets to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Watch the 161. Match box right. Hey, high 7. Check Mike, man, Here we go, here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down carry for Henry, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got room. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 15.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. To give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Mariota. Got his man there complete to Gallup, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Mariota, and the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw, Mariota completes it to Davis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. 65. 65. 65.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jake Bunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run with Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, Minshew. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now. Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
And the Titans getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A big play there on the catch and run. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, "Hey, these pants make me look fat." And we said, "Nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy."
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
He wasn't down. And
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jags, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the